Let me see. Happy. Well, did I say happy? A wonderful Saturday weekend. Oh, calls are already coming. That's great. That means people have interest in what we're about to discuss. Let me go straight to the line now and speak to our first caller. Good morning. Hello.
Mr. Max.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon from my end. Sorry, it's almost 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock here. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Well, it's just morning here. It's just about 9 o'clock in Boston. Yeah. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, relatively in my own body. Thank God. Yeah, except that I'm not too good with respect to these issues that are having again on the table for us to talk about this issue about our children in Morocco. They are kids and how they've been treated, especially by our ambassador, by the children going there and he kicking them out. So this is an issue I'll bring him back on the table so we can actually discuss it. And let's hear from you as well. What advice you have for the president? What advice you have for the parents? What advice you have for these kids that are there?
Well, the issue in Morocco, honestly, it hit very, very, very close to home. I have a niece that is in Morocco right now. You know, I have a niece that is in Morocco. He impacts me every single day. How the struggle is with them over there. Our kids are suffering in Morocco. Can you hear me?
You're loud and clear. Everybody hearing you.
Okay. Our children are suffering in Morocco. So one of the things I told my niece the other day, because we are here trying to help her, you know, to go on with her day-to-day activity just to keep her afloat. But majority of her friends, of her colleagues in Morocco don't have the opportunity that she has. So it is so sad that our government, you know, this administration will sponsor kids, will give them an encouragement, a scholarship to go abroad and go learn. And this is what we're going to be doing for you while you're there. You know, these kids have gone in our country that some of them don't even speak the language yet. They have to learn the language before they even start their regular program that they were sent to do.
Yeah.
So the possibility of them having a job is very slim. So for our government not to take that very serious, for this administration not to take the situation of these children very serious in Morocco is a shame. And it's even more shameful for the ambassador that's supposed to be the leader of those children, the leaders of all the Liberian nationals that are in our country, for those children to go to him crying, listen, Papa, we're suffering. We came in this country here. We didn't want to come here. You know, if there's an educational system in our country that we could get the education that we came to get here, if that education system was in our country, we could have stayed in our country and learned. But this opportunity came, the government recruited us to come here and learn. Now we're here, we're suffering. You are our leader here. You are literally our president here. You are here representing the government here. What can you do for us? On so many occasions, these kids has gone to the embassy and they've been talking about, oh, we don't have this yet. We haven't gotten this yet. We haven't yet. How are those children going to live to sustain themselves? You know, they're putting these children's life at risk. They're putting those children's life to a point that some of them going to end up getting involved in activities that they would never even think about doing because they have to live. Yeah. So my only thing, the only thing I personally would tell the ambassador, the Liberian government, is this. If you don't have money to sustain these kids in that country, the same way you pay their way to go to Morocco, Just pay their way, let them come back to Liberia to their family.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, I'm not asking, you know, look, I'm not asking the government to say, oh yeah, it's the government responsibility to do what they promised to this case. But now if they feel that they can no longer do that for decency's sake, for the worry-free parents of these children, let them put these kids back on the plane and say, listen, even though y'all came here to learn, but we don't have the money to support y'all staying in this country here to live. So this is what we're going to do. Y'all get your stuff ready. At social time, we'll come and pick you out and bring you back to Morocco.
Yeah.
Let the kids come back home. That's the only thing. Because, you know, these kids, you know, if the government can bring those children back home, the government risks those children getting involved in activity that want to mess them up on the long run. So that's why I will encourage, you know, our people back home to talk to the government, to talk to this administration, to get the kids back home if they can no longer support them. You know, that's the only thing. That's the only thing I have. You know, like I told you, my niece is in Morocco. There, that's the same thing I told her the other day. I said, listen, honey, if you feel that you can no longer take it, because I cannot guarantee you to stay there, I'm going to take care of you while you're there forever, because I have my own responsibility here. I'd rather have you get up and go back to Liberia and go back to the school. This girl was in school when she left to go to Morocco. So I told her, I said, anytime you're ready, if you're ready to go back, it's better for you to go back to Liberia and go sit down where your mom and dad is so they can see you, your weapon, and why you're going to school in Liberia than being in Morocco, worrying your mom and dad about what's going on with you, how you're sleeping, what you're eating, you know, what is the living condition with you in the place. So basically, my brother, I want to say thank you for bringing this issue to light, to continue talking about it, because it's very important. It's very shameful. For example, it's very shameful for our children in Morocco. I saw the video of police officers coming, trying to get them away from the compound. Yeah. You know, that's their compound. That's Liberia right there. The embassy of the Liberian embassy in Morocco is Liberia. You know, it's little Liberia in Morocco, that embassy compound. Those Liberian kids belong there. It's like you going to the Liberian embassy in Morocco, the American military will take care of you. The Liberian police don't even have to come.
No.
Because you are on the American soil. When you're on the American embassy property, you are on the American soil, even though it's in Liberia. So those children were in their country, were in their place. There's no need for the ambassador to call the Moroccan authority to come and start pushing those children away. The children just want to, they didn't go there to destroy stuff. They didn't go there to, they just want to call attention to the issue. You know, that's what the children were doing. They want to call attention, and when they lie there, talking about the situation on Facebook, on live broadcasting, so everybody can know around the world what is going on with them. But unfortunately, sometimes when you stand for the truth, the people that see the opposite of the truth will always try to, look at you as you are the problem.
Yeah, indeed.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, brother. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man, for what you're doing, man. So keep up the job. It was me from Boston. I was talking to you yesterday about the lady that you had a confrontation with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work. I didn't to bring this in. I saw the mask back here. Are you from Foya?
Yeah, you know the back you from there, yeah.
I did a back. I went to public back here, right by what's the place in there? Going to Foya Mission Road at the mosque, right by Fofana place there.
Yeah. That's my late dad there.
Wow, yeah, I know the. Yeah, I know the Bakio family. I attended Bakio Elementary School back in the day, way back. Yeah.
Oh, wow, thank you. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, I attended Bakio Elementary School. You know, I was in Foya. When was I in Foya? Last January. I was in Foya for a couple of days.
Okay, we need to get connected because I just started something about bringing Foya together, but starting there with the youth. I was there in May, and what I saw there, I'm not satisfied. So we already started some meetings. So after the show, I'll get back to you because we started to come together. This December we want to come. We want to start something meaningful in Foya to bring. Look, Foya is hugely divided, and we want to start something to bring. We want to start off with the young people, bring them together, and then we can see about progressing Foya.
Yeah, we definitely have to. Yeah, I know about the situation in Foya. Actually, I was talking to one of the young men from there yesterday. Yeah, there's so much going on in Foya.
So we'll talk about that. Maybe off the line, I'll call you, and then we can. I can elaborate more on it. Yeah.
Okay, that'll be great. We can talk about that later. So, okay, Mike, I'll be waiting for your call. You take care, my brother.
All right, bro. Thank you very much. All right, that was our first caller there. We will see. I think I need to save this number. Where is it? I need to save this number. All right. Yeah, I need to save this number. Now, let me come back to the issue. Let me address it before. Thanks to all of you who sharing the video. Thank you very much. Love you. One love. It's great. Thank you. Now let's come to today. Today, in fact, let me use this as a lover of reggae music. Let me use this time to say, on this day in 1964, one of Africa's finest songs was born. Loke Tamadube. On this day, 1964, he was born. On the 18th of October in 2007, he was killed. So I want to use as a DJ and also a lover of reggae music. I remember as a young guy, I saw him when he went to Morocco, Liberia, to perform at the Simon Kayando Sport Complex. I think it was during the time of the interim government time, and the late Chief Tamatila was part of the council. I think the statesman council, and the honor was bestowed upon him, and he was named Tamba. He was named Tamba in respect to the late Chief Tamatila, the paramount chief of the Kisi Chiefdom. And so today, 1964, that's August the 3rd, 1964, Loke Tamadube was born. I don't have permission now. I forget I didn't put the permission there, to copyright permission to actually play certain music. So I wanted to accuse his music, but I don't think I'm going to play it because I didn't put on my caption there that I have no how do you call it, copyright to play the music. So hopefully I'll do that later. But let me say good afternoon, welcome back to the show. If it's in the morning to you, and good morning to you. This is it. The situation in Morocco, as far as the issue of our students, thank you very much, Satamba, for sharing the video. Thank you. As far as the well-being of our children there are concerned, it's grave. And I will define it this way for you. It's grave in a sense that the people that we are talking about, majority of them are children. Majority of them in the Western world, in a civilized society, they are still considered as minors. These are teenagers. They have no idea yet as to what constitutes life. They have no idea, absolute idea yet as to what can actually lead you into serious trouble. They are still developing. Parents are still helping them to develop. Their social interaction is still helping them to develop. So where civilization is being practiced and the society is civilized, all of them that are there will be considered as vulnerable young people. Yes, they will still be considered as vulnerable young people. And I was one of those that when I heard last year, before October, that President Weir awarded scholarship to these students. Some of them were there already under the banner of the previous government. But this government was to continue with them and so they can finish their study and go back home. And then they added these students there. Now I was so happy and I talked about it and congratulated the president. I appreciated the president for such a gesture. Because some of them, majority of them, I can say from their stories now, same I came across them for the past 2 weeks now. The stories I'm hearing, I'm speaking to them, I'm calling them over phone, we're talking, I'm having them on here, we're talking and hearing their stories. It moved me. Imagine taking somebody from, let me use the word slump. You go and discover them and you say, well, you know, I want to give you, I see you, you're looking bright. You're smart. I want to give you an opportunity that you can develop more. And you take them from somewhere that they have been growing up. They have no idea, in fact, as to what urban life is. First of all. But they are in their village and they're going to school, they're paying attention and they're doing their work, going to help their parents on the farms and things. When you meet that child and you come across them through their performances and you say, wow, this one is great. I think we can sponsor this to benefit the country tomorrow. When you meet them and you take them, you uproot them from that area. Like the other boy was saying the last time. The parent, the town, the village, they were dancing. When they heard that news, that because of your cleverness, the government have decided to, the government of President George Weah have decided to give you scholarship. And you're not even staying in the country to study, but you're going in different country. So there was jubilation in the town. There was dancing all over. And I was so happy when I heard those news and things. I commended the president and said, thank you. A lot of children are dead, they are struggling. A lot of parents are dead, they are struggling. When you have such an opportunity, it's a great blessing. Thank you, Mr. President. The children left in Morocco. Morocco is a country that the first language is French. So meaning when you leave your country from any English-speaking country, you go there, the first thing you have to do, perhaps for a year, you have to learn the language. You sit in the classroom and read and write the language. Because by the time you finish, when you go sit in the classroom and the instructor or the professor is there, they are not going to speak English to you. That is why you have to learn the language for at least 9 to 12 months. And so the language barriers, number one, when you enter in such a country is the first thing you're going to face. We all know for some of us that travel, even on holiday or so, it's almost like you got a tight on, isn't it? You want to say hello to somebody, but you are not even too sure whether the words that you put outside there will be acceptable. And now we talk to them and say, yo, go. Negotiations were made through our ambassador in Morocco, in Rabat. The children are coming. We get a number of students that are coming there. We want you to negotiate to where they're going to live. Perhaps negotiate with the landlords and book places for them. There are boys and girls. The girls will be one side and the boys will be another place. And these arrangements were made between back home and our government representative in Morocco, which is the embassy or the ambassador. The children left last October and are there. Promises were made. We send your allowances. You'll be living on your allowances, and rent will be included. You have to pay. We will be doing this until you finish with yours. When you shall have done with your studies, you come back home and continue to do your national service. And these children left there. For the first 2 months, yeah, it was okay or so. Well, probably no, because it's about 10 months now. Accordingly, we owed these students. We threw them there and forgot about them. These are kids. And that's what making me angry. That's why I'm angry. These are kids. Not that I have a biological or any close relative there, but I feel for them. And I'm angry with my authority. I'm angry with my government. That up to now we're talking about this issue. Nobody is coming forward to discuss it. Nobody is coming forward to address this particular issue. The children have gone now up 10 months. There are no allowances there. Landlords are behind down. You get out of my house. You don't pay rent, get out of my house or so. They don't even speak the language to explain anything to the people. And this is one other country that I know about on that side. Even in transit. Imagine in transit, you are their guests until you leave that airport. And you're speaking English to somebody, and nobody want to listen to you. You're telling somebody hello, all they turn around and tell you, "Moi je ne comprends pas." They finish. I don't understand. And they're gone. And so these children, they can't even explain anything to the landlord. And say, well, this is the problem we're facing Or can you give us some time or so? Our people they're promising us that they're going to come to our aid or so. So right now the children are homeless. We'll come and see. I'll show you some of the images as well. They're homeless. Only for these kids to leave the last Wednesday, to go to the embassy. So let's go Wednesday. To go to the embassy and say, well, we're here, Daddy. We're here, Honorable Ambassador, because we are at risk now of being kicked out in the streets. So we came to get help from you. We haven't heard, through you, we haven't heard from back home. So we are here to get a redress. And that was the right thing the children did. I'm happy the very first day they appeared on my show and I was talking to them over the phone. That day before they left the show, I told them that as far as my own personal experience is concerned, through the same normal process, all the way there in Cuba, you guys have to take your belongings, go to that embassy, and tell the ambassador that you people are not leaving until your plight can be addressed. Yes, I told them that. Only for them to get there, the ambassador coming here, struggling to even take our words to tell the children the right thing. The people say, you know, the people are speaking to back home, the authority, they say, they will say, they say, and everything that he was just saying. Nothing concrete he told the children. The children went there in the morning. Imagine all to 7 o'clock in the evening. That man didn't even give these children water to drink, let alone to say, you have snacks. How can you be so heartless like this? How can a diplomat be so heartless like this? And so there was nothing concrete they told the children, and they decided to say, well, we're not going. We're going to stay here. It doesn't matter. We will sleep outside in the fence here. And before even they could come outside, they have stayed there for more than 2 hours. Some of the children were hungry and tired. They were already lying down on the floor there. Only for this man to come, for this wicked man to come and tell the children nothing but to threaten them that he would throw them outside. And exactly he did it. Just about dawn, just about 7 o'clock or so, he threw them outside. This is why I'm so angry and furious about his action. And I'm calling on the president to let this man go. Record him now. He does not fit for purpose. A diplomat will not behave like that, will not be heartless as that. Call the riot police and John security because there were two groups of different police there. Come and remove these children from here. Come and remove them. The children were not fighting. They were not using any words that somehow insulting us. So they were just there and said, we only here. And last minute time only for him to take their mobile phones from them and some of their belongings. And I can speak to you up to this point present. Yesterday morning, some of them went back to see whether they can get their things. But you know what the ambassador did? He gave command to the police that they shouldn't allow them close to the fence. And these children went back. How can you behave like this? Now let me come and educate you a little bit about foreign service. Let me come and educate you a little bit. When you are an ambassador for your country, you are not an ambassador for the president that appoints you. No. You are not an ambassador for the political party that you are representing as a party of the day or that's governing. You are an ambassador for the Republic of Liberia. That means that country you're going to, every citizen that is in that country who hails from Liberia, you are responsible for them. You are their God, your godfather, you are their father, you are their mother, you are their president there, you are their direct representative there. And they have every right to go to you when they are in trouble. That is your social responsibility as an ambassador. You cannot draw the line even when people are caught in criminal activities and the state gets to know your identity and where you come from. The state will try to contact the embassy, the ambassador there, and say, this is what's happening. We have one of your citizens here. This is what happened. We need you to come. You got to know about this. Yes, you represent every citizen that are residing in our nation. When they are facing trouble outside there, it's almost like when we are home with our children and somebody is running after them from outside. There's no other place they will go and seek safety. They're coming back in the house. Now, as a father or as a mother, what do you have to do? To close the door on them so that the people will come and catch him or her? You are heartless. It's the same thing with the embassy. All of the people, besides those children, but every Liberian citizen that is residing right now in Morocco, including even Prophet Key that people say he abusing the president. You are responsible somehow for his welfare there. When he is in trouble and he feels that the state there cannot protect him, it is you he will go to at the embassy there. That is your responsibility. You can't draw the lines and say, I'm here for this other group, not this other group. That's it. I remember once upon a time, that was Dillon, right? He said Liberia is the only country you can't deport me from. But no, it has been proven wrong now. These children, once you step outside of that fence of the embassy, you are in that country. When you come back in the fence there, you are in the Republic of Liberia. When you face problem outside there and come there, enter that fence. When they throw you out there as a citizen of Liberia, they are deporting you from Liberia. And that's what happened to those children. The children went there for help. They went there to seek attention. They went there for a redress. They went there to get small money to buy bread. They went there so that the ambassador, who is aware of their being there, to need to talk with the landlords maybe and negotiate for their well-being there. Only for this ambassador, for this so-called ambassador, to throw them out, to deport them. Yes, when you throw them out of that fence, when you kick them out of that fence, you are deporting them. A diplomat will behave like this. A father will behave like this to other people's children or to your own children. Because by virtue of the fact, as far as your responsibility is concerned, as an ambassador representing our country, representing our government, representing the government of or the president of Liberia, the welfare of those children are in your hands. And I'm seeing that this thing going to it 2 weeks now, and I can't hear anything from the president. I can't hear anything from our leader, from the authorities in Liberia about the welfare of these children. They keep him mute. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody. can we develop? How can we move forward? These are some of the same questions that Madam Lema Bowie was asking the last time. How can we work together? How can we come together? How? When you have people who are stepping over people, when you have people who are suppressing other people, who finds it very, very pleasing to suppress other people, how can we come together? When you have an ambassador in foreign land who would throw his own citizen outside of the embassy, outside of the country compound, how can we come together? When you disappoint children like this, we are about to disappoint them. How can we come together? How can these children reconcile tomorrow with you when you're traumatizing them like this? Mentally. This is what many of us don't even know. Such as this kind of an issue here, it can cause mental health problem. These children are not mature. They are still developing. When you put stress on them, they reach to the limit that they have nowhere to turn to. You are contributing to their mental health breakdown. You are contributing to their mental health breakdown. And that is exactly what is happening now in Morocco with those children. First, you don't have food to eat. You can't afford water as you need it to drink. That's a hot country as well. You go on being dehydrated. And somebody you depend on, somebody that's supposed to look after you, is telling you, I don't care for you. I remember once upon a time, this gone holiday, once when I was in Liberia, it was during Christmas. My son was around, teenager already. I remember once upon a time he went to town, he didn't come back. And he failed to call me to tell me that, Daddy, I wasn't coming back. He came the next day, I was angry with him. And I decided to take an action and just to try him. I said, you know what? You got to go to where you came from. He said, well, I went to my friend. Because of some reason, whatever, it was late and I decided to just spend the night. I said, but then go back to your friend. I said, but Daddy, I'm begging you. Accept me because he's just my friend. This is my house. If I go there, you know, perhaps I can only be there for a few minutes, few hours or so. I can't live there. That is it. This is my house. The embassy is the Republic of Liberia. And so you can't throw your citizen out from there. Some people can even go in an embassy, they go cause have a grandma there. They will try by all means to calm the situation down. They don't call Marines for them to come and remove them. In civilized nations, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. You know what you're putting the parents through right now? Some of them are not sleeping because of the news they're hearing about their children. And the children, they don't even have, some of them don't even have mobile phone anymore, cell phone to call back home. The parents try to call, it's not going through. You know what you're putting through? You know what you're putting them through now? Psychologically? You are tormenting the parents. You're suppressing and tormenting the children. You're contributing to their mental health breakdown as well. And somebody's not listening, and somebody coming and telling me that I talk nonsense. Because a lady did that yesterday. This is the same issue I was discussing yesterday. And only for her to come on my video and read the word that told me that I was an idiot. But I said, I replied to her. The only thing I told her was that she's very, 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 very lucky that I am from a decent home and not from a house, or else by now it would have been different. She all the way there in America, I don't care, I'm all the way here. We're going to handle it the way she really, really wanted me to handle it. For you to be the first to just insult a man as a woman, then I don't know. And so, Mr. President, before I come and share some of the happenings with you guys, I still want to reiterate my core. The ambassador to Morocco, Mr. President, Mr. Weir, please recall that ambassador. He does not fit for purpose. He is not a diplomat. He is wicked. And you should have him investigated. You should have him investigated for throwing those children out of that embassy, for making them homeless, for contributing to whatever stress they are going through right now. Mr. President George Weah, please recall him. He is not worth of being our ambassador representing the Republic of Liberia there in Morocco, based on his behavior. He's not. And I will keep ringing the bells for those of you who are against what I do and how I do it. You got a long way to go. Maybe. You got a long way to go. Got nothing. Right now, I'm in pain as far as my operation is concerned. But the priority now is somebody else's child, not my life. I lived already. I've made some impact already. These children, they haven't made any impact. So your witches, whatever, if it comes through, that's fine. But until then, I am not going to sit down and watch it going the wrong way. I will talk. I will make sure I make my positive contribution as well. I'm not just going to talk and criticize. This is why I don't like negative criticism. Constructively, I will criticize you, because when I am criticizing you, I am giving you possible suggestions. I am giving you way forward as well. I'm not here just to insult you. Thank God I don't even go to that side of the coin. But I'm angry. I am very, very angry with this ambassador. His behavior constitutes him being recalled. Oh yes, where I am today, where some of you countries that some of you are in today, this kind of a thing went on. Forget it. That ambassador will be recalled immediately, and they will be investigated. They will go to court. But in Liberia, we know it's a different ball game. Somebody telling me, oh, that the president, close friends, or they're from the same tribe. That's under my feet. I don't care about that. What I do care about right now, the welfare of those children. They are the children of Liberia. They are the future of Liberia. Hearing their stories, especially what they want to study, why they want to study the course of hearing those developments. Oh yes, me being a leader in that country, me being the chair of, I call it head of commission, let's say education committee in the house. I will be ensuring that indeed these children get the support required of them. These are future leaders. These are the people that will be driving the wheels of this nation economy in every aspect that we need them to operate. In the United Kingdom, they call it investing in people. Investing in people. When you invest in somebody, the return you get as a nation is huge. Huge. Enormous. That's why when you're clever here, when the children are clever here, the schools, the colleges, the universities, the authority, they keep eyes on you. That's why they have scholarships even at universities, as colleges and things. They got scholarships. They will see you and they will encourage you to go for it. And they will begin to give you sponsorship. By the time you are about to finish, yes, indeed, by the time you are about to graduate, the same university is pulling you in to employ you. But by the time you are about to finish and then the government sponsors scholarship, oh yes, government is thinking about where you should go and make your impact, make your contribution. Why can we think many of the people that are serving us today in government in Liberia, many of them, well, they told us that they earned their degree or education abroad. Now, can you tell me that all of the brilliant presentations you were doing in your class before your groups and things, now these are the transferable skills that you got when you were studying international relations or politics? These are the transferable skills that you got from the classroom, that this is how to treat your citizens when you are representing them as an ambassador for your country. That when they come there for a rescue, you should kick them out. Come on, Mr. President, this man, this wicked man must go. Let go of him. He's unfit to be ambassador for that country. That's an Arab nation. Since the Arab issue started a couple of years ago, Arab Rising, the situation there have changed. Trade in human parts is another serious thing that is going on in that part of Africa. Trade in human parts, you'll be living, they take your kidney from you. They go and sell it elsewhere. Yes, it's happening. It is happening. Every day is happening. That's how Africans that are running from their own countries and things due to other reasons and finding themselves in some of those countries that they think they can use as a means to go to Europe. That is how some of them are losing their lives. They harvest them. They harvest them. They harvest their parts. So, Mr. President, this is some of our fears. That is my concern. That these children could end up in the hands of the wicked people. And perhaps their parents will never see them again. The Republic of Liberia will never see them again. Because of the behavior of this ambassador. The children say, we can sleep outside here. We can be outside here until you can finish with your negotiation. We're begging you. We came to you for help. Yes, we came to you to assist us. We want to be outside. We don't mind sleeping outside in the fence here. At least in the fence we are protected because we are on our soil. We are in the Republic of Liberia. Only for this man to turn around to call police on them, call them riot police. What was the riot that we saw there? Babies. Some of them are even your grandchildren. Yeah, some of them can even be your grandchildren. He could throw them outside. And up to now, we're sitting here, we can't even hear. I've been on the Executive Mansion website, on their Facebook page, and Ministry of Information Facebook page. I haven't seen anything written by them concerning these children. Why should we behave like this? Why should we cause noise for something that we have no reason to cause noise about, or that we shouldn't cause noise about? Why? Just because somebody is incompetent, or somebody is feeling that they are serving not every one of us, but they're serving an individual? This ambassador, so-called ambassador, this wicked man should be recalled, Mr. President, President George Weah. You know, the last time you talked, I mean, many of your people, perhaps including yourself, you're regarding to people as enemies of the states. The real enemies, your real enemies are people like this ambassador. Those that are calling for war. Those that are threatening other people, that when other citizens get out to protest, it will be sweat and blood. These are enemies of the state. And you're forgetting to know, you're having them inside. They are embedded in your government. And you are protecting them. The ambassador, he is one of those. By virtue of his behavior, of what he did to those children. He's another enemy of the state. And I will say it. I will repeat it again. Enemy of the state. He's even your enemy, your personal enemy, Mr. President. Because first of all, he's representing you directly before coming down to us. Chief of Mission of the Republic of Liberia. Chief of Mission. Who doesn't care about his own citizens? He's not even there to protect any citizens. But virtue of what happened now, every citizens there in that country are vulnerable. So they are all on their own. When the war was going on in Liberia, living right behind Ducal Palace for 10 years in the midst of that war, every ambassador went to, I saw their own military personnel there, including the U.S. embassy. They had them posted all over on the fence, down and everything. They had checkpoints. Now, the reason for that is this, Mr. Ambassador. Where that fence is, outside that fence, they still got some kind of a relaxed law that they own the pathway. Beyond that fence is the United States of America. When you go there with trouble, you can do your trouble outside, but they will not allow you to carry the trouble inside there. That's why when the war came, the United States government and all the people that were representing their governments there, they sent who? They sent their militaries there. And they were all over on the fences. Do your thing over there. Don't try in here. This is the United States of America. That's why when citizens, when something going out, sometimes they send an advisor outside. When the area is attacked, citizens will run to their embassy for rescue. Because they know very well, the moment The moment they enter that embassy, that compound, they are in their country. A full protection is there for them. They'll get them food. They'll get them water to drink. They tell them where the toilets are. They will look after them. Hi, Winifred. They will look after them. They will not kick them outside. They are citizens. They won't. So, Mr. President, we're begging you, this particular ambassadors, this wicked ambassador, he must be recalled. Let us send for him. Let him come back home to Liberia so that he can even go to court. Let him go explain as to why he deported his own citizens from their own country. Why? Let him justify it to us. That is worth deporting your own citizen from their own country. And I will keep saying it. He deported them. The fact of the matter that they entered that embassy, and the embassy is the Republic of Liberia, saw right there. It's the ground of the Republic of Liberia. And he ordered them out. He deported them out of their own country. Put them in the hands of the lions. Anything can happen to these children. Anybody can go now and lie to them. Go and park a bus somewhere and say, oh, the authorities say we should come for you people and help you. You know where they will take them? You're not even keeping eyes on them anymore. Now what I'm hearing now, even the little children that actually is speaking on behalf of their friends, they are not worried about their own lives as well. You don't have time for them again. So right now they are even more vulnerable now to anything. And like I said, that part of the world, that part of Africa, that own continent, right? But we know what is going there. We know what is going on there. People are leaving from other countries and they're going looking for a good life, better life, or so, passing through other African countries to come to Europe. But you know what they're doing to some of them? They're harvesting their parts. Whether it's your lunch or whether it's your kidneys or your 2 kidneys or so, they will harvest it. Get rid of you and carry the part, go and sell it and make money. They're doing it. I wanted this ambassador being on a foreign mission before. I wonder. We can't live like this. We can't. This is very, very unfortunate. We can't live like this. We can't. We can't live like this, Mr. President. We're going to take a short break. Okay, yes. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. And when we come back, we will continue with it. My lines are open if you want to call. We only got one caller yet. The better call. He's very concerned about his nieces that are there. Let's take a short musical break. And when we'll come back. I think some guys, some of you, I keep begging sometimes when we're discussing issues like this that are so dear to your heart, you know, it's good to just share the video, to invite other people to come in. Maybe you just want to listen and
people yell, my Ali, Jawia, bring our money back, my Ali, Jawia, we want our money back, my Ali, Jawia, bring our money back, my Ali, Jawia, we want our money back. That's so people so stealing for hungry people. All our name contract who we carry complete. Continue one for free people. We're all our political. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students not going to school. You're in the safety billion. Black people fall in the street, bring the 60 billion. Paper people in the bring the 60 billion. Musicians stay not benefit, bring the 60 billion. We want a 60 billion, to be Ghana Vero. We want a 60 billion for people in Logato. We want a 60 billion, see heroes are killing people. That's when they start a show. I'm fucking Jaraco. My Ellie. Jawia, bring our money back. My Ellie. Jawia, we want our money back. My Ellie. Jawia, bring our money back. My Ellie. Jawia, we want our money back. Traffic for control where I was 60 billion. That's what that any bonnet to flag with the 60 billion. Don't make a jelly minister for the 60 billion. Then you can tell us say we not get no 60 billion. Don't make it fun, go work and it's fun at 60 billion. Go work for the meme, second man you come in. Go work for security, the flying will continue. My Ellie. Jawia, bring our money back. My Ellie. Jawia, we want our money back. My Ellie. Jawia, bring our money back. My Ellie. Jawia, we want our money back. Yeah, MC Carol, I'm saying bring our money back. Stylish individual.
All right, great. A great campaign song there. Bring our money back here on the program Profile Liberia, and of course we stay here profiling the issue of our children in Morocco. I'm just going to take you, show you some of the pictures for some of you, perhaps haven't seen them. Okay, so oh, this is it. Let me see, I gotta use my hand, I think. So this is the first day when the children went to the embassy, and this photo and this one was reported in the Daily Observer, Liberian Observer. If we go down a little bit, this is when actually the ambassador requested for the riot police to come at the embassy and have the children forcefully removed. If you look down, this photo here, that's when they got at the embassy, and the children were so tired, hungry, and everything, so they just lied down, put their lappers down and thing, and they decided to take rest. Some of them, as you can see, some of the materials here as well, on the same day. Okay, and they here again, trying to send a message out there that things are not well at all with them, so the authority can do something about it. And this is okay, this is from Page of Africa as well. They carry it. This is not a good representation for the government. So we'll watch this video a little bit for some of you that have not seen it. This is inside the embassy on the same day when they got there. This is inside the embassy, which turned out to turned out against them that same day. So I think we're going to come there and watch that video a little bit, so you can know as to how it was, how the situation was like there. Let's see whether we can set this. Let's see whether. Okay, trying to see if I don't want. So let's see. All right. Okay, it's a call coming in. So now if I should take that call before. Let me see. All right, the person you can call back. Sorry, I think your call dropped. So let's go. Let me play this video so you can see for yourself.
Share the video, share the video, share the video. Viewing, share the video. Share the video, share the video. The current protest at the Liberian embassy where government-sponsored students have gathered. Government-sponsored students have gathered continues as the embassy speaks to share the view. Hello. I'm okay with you.
How you doing, comrade?
As you can see,
I know you're not just cool. I know. So what's going on? What's really going on?
Actually, it's a peaceful demonstration. Every demonstration, every community, sent by the government on scholarship here to get out of Morocco. A scholarship basis, for education and go back to support and to like give back to the people of Liberia.
You know, comrade, it's very sad because the government really boasted of this value of student when President we had to go our president. This is the first value of student. It's very surprising that we'll see him treating you guys in such a manner. So what have been the response over the period of time since you guys
just
been reaching out?
I want to know how does the people feel? How the hazard are. I know it's like so complicated because we've like engaged all possible media institutions. We have like engaged some ministers from the Liberian, we engaged some real high research officials, but yet they are all being silent.
But a few days ago, I heard that the president did that. The foreign ministry to see how best they could send student allowance. How far it gone? Are they playing dead here? Why the president did that?
We even went to the point where the Minister of Education, Assistant Minister of Education, went and did a post and saying that we're going to receive allowance within few time, but we want to know everything just went zigzag. We never hear anything from them since then. It's just been silent. She was the same person that went and then said that have no surety or anything that we're going to receive.
It is very frustrating, comrade. It is very frustrating. It is frustrating. As I previously heard that you guys will be leaving for your school very soon. How true it is?
Exactly, we are going to leave our school hoping this August, and we don't have any allowance. That's the most fascinating issue about it. We don't have any allowance, we don't have any money to transfer.
So does that mean that the government will send you allowance you stay for the next year while going to school?
They haven't sent, and we are not even sure if they are going to send money this year.
My God, what are we going to do at this time? So
it will be like looking like a complete chaos for the Liberian students because without allowance, we can't go to our various cities, we can't rent apartments, we can't pay bills, we can't do anything. Therefore, we can't be able to go to school.
So what's the current situation on ground? Why are you protesting for government to send you allowance? What's the condition on ground right now?
It's very difficult. Our bills, our currents, our water, everything have been shut off by the Moroccan government because we can't do like make the requirements, we can't pay for the services. It has become very bad for us. We don't have any other time to eat on a daily basis. We have gathered to the embassy, all things trying to see if we'll be able to solve some of this.
So what happened to some of your colleagues that were thrown out of their apartment these few days? What happened to them?
Oh, most of our colleagues, they are like what? They are just living on the grace of other students, other things. Some are living outside.
It is a disgrace to Liberia,
and that's why we have like decided to sacrifice this sum. Because it's not a strange thing because we've been sleeping outside. So sometimes it will be like a safe place for us.
For sure.
Yeah, just imagine if you're like it's the most safest place in Morocco for us now because we've like been sleeping outside and other things due to what happened in the past few days.
Hey, comrade, I already paid this condition. So what's your last message before I take leave of you?
Yes, my last message I will say again is that those watchers, those viewers that are viewing this show, continue to share and share and share so our message can go viral across the nation and also for our means for whatsoever need to be met.
So thank you, comrade. Thank you also. You say your name again?
Emmanuel Maki Morris.
That's Emmanuel Maki Morris who performed excellently in the WAS test. And I'm still another person. How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Comrade, feel the spirit and tell that I'm disappointed.
Disappointed.
Disappointed with the government back. Comrade, I don't know if the government will pay our school fees in Morocco. I'm going to begin about our schooling.
Just to support the students?
only to support the students, you can do it. The Moroccan government paying school fees, only to support the students, you can do. I don't know if the government paying our school fees are gonna be. This is very, very much sad. It's very, I don't know who's gonna pay this.
So, Carl, how do you feel when the government treats you in such a way?
Very bad. I feel better with me.
But a few days ago, I heard from the president that he instructed the Ministry of Finance to send student allowances. What's going on?
Why instruction?
Was the president using that means to take attention from audience?
Or delay tactics to slow down the campaign and to slow down the media. Since we entered the kingdom of Morocco, 10 months. 5 cents, $5.
So what does the government try to prove? They do not value education or what?
$5 government not saying that $5. $5 the government not saying to the kingdom of Morocco since we entered. We've been engaging government for April.
So Mr. Cheto, current that will speak. Why do you tell me to say it?
I cannot reach your radio comment.
Hey, go. We got it's very much bad. It's very sad. Continue to feature all these guys.
This is the worst. This is one of the worst. Because all of the companies you see here today, they are all young people. All of the companies you see here, they are all young people. All of the companies you see here, they are all 18, 19, 20, 16, 15. They are all young people This is very, very much sad. And I think the president of the Republic of Liberia, the president, when you listen to this, you know that there are students in Morocco actually going to go back.
Thank you all so much. I hope that this video or this demonstration will draw the attention of the government.
Come there now demonstration. Friday there is a peaceful assembly, and we are going to remain in the embassy of the kingdom of Morocco. We are going to be here until our demands are met. We are going to stay here until our demands are met. If we cannot speak with the president, if the president cannot tell when we're going to send this our allowances, we are not going to leave here. As you can see, police are here already, or they just call police for the students, and we remain here. We are not deterred by the appearance of the police. Firstly, we are students, we are scholars, we are not married. So the president or the police cannot determine, cannot put fear in us. As you can see, the comments we are very much strong. We remain in the embassy today until we receive our allowances from the government of Liberia. We are not going to listen to this because we have listened to the Minister of Education before. We have listened to the Honorable Minister. We have listened to the Honorable Deputy Minister. We have listened to the Finance Minister. We have listened to so much of promises. We are going to stay within the embassy. We receive our money from our hands before we leave the embassy.
Thank you so much. We have a couple of students here, like we said, Liberian students who are here currently at the Liberian embassy.
All right, well, let's stop the video there. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen, fathers and mothers that are on the platform this afternoon. My lines are activated, okay, for the next 20-25 minutes. So please, this thing is not one person talking, you know, and all the people listening. I think the more that, you know, we add our voices, you know, with different you know, experiences sharing, and you know, adding your voice to it will make a huge impact as well. So my lines are open. If you want to call the number 2 or line 2 is the phone number, which is the USA number. You can call that. If you want to call on the video as well, you can call. But this is a time, I mean, especially for some of you who have this humanitarian, you know, feelings for other people. I think this is a time that you should call now and make your voice heard, because you know our president actually listen or follow this my platform, all of my see Mr. C. Kofa Nelson, aka Noko4, is also on the platform. Welcome, and I hope we can hear from you as well. The lines are open. You can call me on the Skype, or you can call the number there. Let's see whether we can get Mr. Noah as well. All right, let's take this call while we're activating the video. Hello. Hello, caller.
Yes, brother. How are you? Yes,
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Amos.
I'm good.
Yeah, Amos,
Thanks.
good afternoon. How are you doing, Amos?
Yeah, but, good afternoon, sir. It's morning, I'm out here. Yeah, Mike, look, what I see, look, what I would suggest, the parents of the children in Morocco, let it organize and go to the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs. Because they can say we are doing the talking, we are doing everything, but we are not on the ground in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
So the parents of the children, let it get together and go to the Ministry of Education and that of the Foreign Affairs and say, look, what is happening to our children? We want to know from you, so what is the government stand on these children or condition in Morocco? And if anything, God forbid, if anything happens to any of your children, you will be held liable because your personal discovery, you're making to sign a document, an agreement that you people are going to be responsible for the allowances. They are there to study. That's the bargaining. If anybody there is not doing well, the government cannot keep that person. Either that person come back home or they leave at home. But all the children you're sent, according to them, they have met all the requirements. Now they are about to leave to go to the various universities. 10 months the children have been in the country. So the issue here now is the parents. We on the platform now we can talk. But the government is not listening to us. You know, they have the same let it go talk. This government where they have reached that, I think it's under pressure, force, like just a movement. You saw what happened with the university student the other day when the teacher said they were not giving their entrance, the exam. When the children got, we should have them move to go there and say, oh, we're working on it. But because what they were afraid, it's not going to get to the street and you're having all these lavish work guests who are coming, so they didn't want any problem. So the rain, they're quick. That gives a temporary solution. And maybe issue the check for the 2 months or whatever the university start. So the parents need to go to the foreign ministry of education. They are aware of this. So why are they sitting down there and waiting that the government just get an act? No. They did not want to respond to each one 10 months. Even if they could just send maybe 3 months money quarterly or 6 months, half of the money. And say, okay, we so can do. But they are not saying what's on the children. Then the worst thing to act insult the ambassador there. That's all about ambassador. I don't want to say, let me just leave it. But that ambassador. But here's the problem. Right? The government supports the action of that ambassador. The government supports the action of that ambassador to call police on the children, on the ground, on the embassy in Morocco, to call police to ask them to get the children out. If the government does not support that action of the ambassador, they're going to record the ambassador immediately. Let them record it. If they don't support it, let them record it. But because they support it, they will not record our ambassador. They will not record our ambassador if the government works. All this much in your hand, whatever job you ever appear, they know. No idea. And so it's the same thing, the ambassador, that you have these are all kind of the same school of thought. That the like people we don't care about them. They can talk, we don't care. What we want to do, we'll do it. So create an impression. Yesterday, Jomo O, sending all these students to Morocco, presidential scholarship. Knowing that you don't have the finance to keep this up there with students. Why create an impression at the detriment of the students? Yeah? Why? If you knew you don't have the money, why create a false impression? Now you put the people to rush.
in trouble in Morocco. They are there now, roaming the streets. Literally, I explained that they cannot allow 3 or 4 persons, 3 more than 3 persons to stay in one apartment. No, the country, the system will not allow it. So even if I can afford it, I got 12 from my house, can I take another person?
Yeah.
So now the issue is this is falling way to the parents, man.
Okay.
Our part to throw light on it. But the parents in Morocco have to step up and go to the government. Seriously.
All right. I think I will extend that. I will extend that particular suggestion on Monday on the radio station in Morocco.
Yeah, because we are submitting every single Morocco telling the stories. The print media, the electronic media telling the stories. The government is not responding. That's still going to be almost 1 month now. That's why we've been carrying it. The government is not responding to us. And the best thing that they can do, the parents in Morocco, that's the only way that the parents must get together and move to the Ministry of Education and follow it and say that's the only way something will happen. But that we talk about the child, something and that ambassador, I don't even want to talk about ambassador.
All right, Amos.
The children will post what I want to try to do. If anybody got picture of that ambassador, let it post it.
Okay, Amos.
Let it post that. Yeah, let it post that ambassador picture so we can see his face, so we can see him.
All right, thank you very much.
Right, but yeah, let it get if they get a picture, let it post the picture so we can see him.
Okay.
Yeah, no individual who put it outside.
All right, I will get it. I will pass it on. Thank you very much.
Yeah, bye.
All right, Amos. All right, that was Amos there. Let's come to you. Just to let you know, you've broken one of my rules, so I will tell you later. But let me give you the opportunity to continue. Let's hear from you.
Okay.
This is it. I mean, your children are in foreign land, but I mean, you heard me explaining everything. What is your take?
Yeah. Sorry, first of all, for the road I broke. I just woke up from sleep. You know, it's like, and the topic became very interesting to me, so I wanted to respond. So the first thing is,
I think you're a little bit further from the how they call it, microphone, or increase the volume a little bit.
Okay. So the first thing, let me support what our brother was just saying. I think if the parents can come together, they need to write directly to the plenary at the Senate or the House of Representatives to recall the ambassador immediately. The president don't have to recall the ambassador. The Senate has the right to protect the interest of their citizens anywhere they are on earth. So they can recall the ambassador immediately to report back to Monrovia. Why he is in Monrovia, it can be discussed there now for the president to decide not to send him back. But they can recall him back immediately. That can be done through the Senate or through the House of Representatives. I think that action needs to take. You know, we playing with the country, you know. We need to take some actions in this country. Let people know that when they are given a piece of job, it's not for them to go and sit and enjoy. Okay? If it is proven that the police went on that embassy, if the police went on that embassy, I really want you to really investigate that. If the police went on that embassy, on the embassy ground, and enter the embassy and touch any citizen of Liberia, that is an aggression. That's an aggression, because the embassy in Morocco is like the Liberian soil. So if any citizen, if any of those students was touched on that embassy ground, it's an aggression, which can be also taken up with the Senate. It can be taken up with the Senate or the House of Representatives, because that is an aggression to Liberia. Nobody get right to enter that embassy to do anything to a Liberian citizen. That's a protocol. The third thing I wanted to say, like what our brother was saying, if you can get the picture of and the full name of the ambassador, please share it with people so that we can know these people who are misbehaving outside Liberia under the cover that people don't know about them. If we know him, tomorrow he can lose a job in Liberia because of this particular behavior he has carried on. Because sometimes these men do their thing and nobody know about them. Tomorrow again they come, they are appointed as minister, or whatsoever, and they are confirmed. But if people start to know them, then we can make action. We can take action against them. Like I just posted. People should stop believing that Liberia will always be like yesterday. Liberia will not remain the same.
No.
You see what happened in 2017 when the election took place. We all heard that the people wanted to twist the whole election. They wanted the vice president. The vice president came out and told everybody, said, not a single blood should be shed in my name. If the man win his election, let him take it. So if people gave you, you won your election and they gave it to you, the precedent has been set. The end of all Liberia, that kuku jumuku that used to happen and people get point to say, it end right there. So anything that happens now, we have to hold the, I don't know, the bull with the horn. This is not something to joke. Let the parents go together, write to the plenary, record the ambassador back immediately. And then the second thing, let's really investigate if Moroccan or the Moroccan police went on that particular or embassy and touch any Liberian citizen. That is an aggression. That's an aggression, and that should not be accepted by any country. It should not be accepted. If the ambassador is the one that invited them on the embassy, that also is, that in fact is an offense. Our own ambassador can be prosecuted back home because you cannot inflict pain on the citizens for what they have been asking, what belongs to them duly. It doesn't matter. He has no right to call police people to come on that particular embassy to touch any of those citizens. Those children get right, even if they get houses, they get right to leave their houses and come and sleep on the ground of the embassy as long as they do not destroy property, because it is their property. That is the Liberian property. That is just like the mansion we have in Morocco. That's why it is being paid for by taxpayers' money. So it's not the ambassador's house. It's not his private house for him to behave the way he behaved. So please, if we can get the names of any of the parents, let's talk to the parent directly. Let the parent immediately write to the plenary, let the ambassador be recalled back home. Not any other thing, but let the ambassador go back home. When he pack his things then and go back home, then he will know that tomorrow when he is given a piece of work in his village, he will know how to handle it. Because this is getting too much, my brother. Why should people be acting like this? You gave somebody small work, they take it as if that they are bad right. Who would look at a student who came to ask peacefully that I need my allowance and go call police for them? Who would do that one in their right mind? And we look at these things, we overlook it. We overlook it. That's why I was saying, if the president is not able to continue dating, let him call for early election. Let him call for early election. Let's go back to election. Let's start all over. Because if you know that you don't have the team, if you know that you don't have people who can work for you, we all do not expect any president to be the master of everything. We don't expect you to know everything, but we expect you to build a team together that is confident, that is qualified, that can deliver the services of the state. And if this ambassador is behaving in this way, my brother, please, I'm kindly begging you, maybe after your show, I will take my time in the morning, I will write you. Let's get 2-3 of the parents, let them write directly to the plenary, let the ambassador be called back. And this is something that we will not sleep on it. Since we start putting more on it, as long as you have those pictures and whatsoever, that is enough to profile a case against the ambassador. 3 things happen. 1, let's forget about the allowances. Maybe we can say the government is broke, they don't have the allowances or whatsoever. Yeah. But they can go and talk with the parents, say, oh, this is the situation we have now. Let the children come back on whatsoever. But the biggest problem I am having, 1, nobody get right to go on that particular premises, the embassy, to go and beat those children or even tell them to leave that embassy. Nobody get that right. The ambassador has got no right not even the Moroccan police, because that particular embassy land is for Liberia. That's why our flag is up on that land. That's why it is up. So if that happened, that is an aggression. If the ambassador was the one who did it, it became even more trouble for the ambassador. It means he can be prosecuted back home in Liberia for his misbehavior. Because I might not know the specific codes that he has broken, but he must have citizens outside the country. Yeah, please, maybe after the show, we'll sit. Let's get the parents. Let's contact some of the parents immediately. Let the children let them write a list of all those children that are there. Let's get that one. Let's publish this list and get the parents. Let them come together and let them write directly to the Senate. If the parents are not prepared, I think we can also write a letter as I think we can directly write to the Senate on behalf of the children, put their names on it and send it to the Senate. This is something that we can sleep with. I'm telling you, we should not sleep with this. If no parent is available now to do it, we can do it. We can complain on their behalf, because you already have the photos that shows evidence of the kind of maltreatment an ambassador has given to citizens of Liberia. So on behalf of that, we can directly complain to the Senate. Thank you.
You're right. Okay, you're right. Okay. We can do that definitely. But you know, before I finish the show, you can even drop the letter and whatsoever, you know, and words it better and send it to me. We'll put it on our letter here as a Justice Forum.
Okay, I come and wake up now and I will do it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks. All right, let's say a big thank you to our brother there. Let me bring my camera. Oh my God. All right, so if you want to, you can call. Let's hear if I can call our constitutional. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I can hear from. I don't know whether he's online. Mr. Christian Nicofo. Let's see. I don't know if he's online. Okay. See whether we can dial his number as well as Skype. Let's hear from him as a father, as a concerned citizen of Liberia. Mr. Nelson, I'm placing a call to you. I'm placing a call to you just in case, if you're still watching, because I can still see your image. Okay, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Max.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for following the show. And we just need some educational guidance here as well with respect to what we're talking about, especially the behavior of this ambassador, whom the children went there to seek help, but then instead he called the riot police on them and threw them out of the embassy. What is your advice and what is your concern about this?
He wouldn't have done that without the approval of Monrovia. Somebody in Monrovia gave him the okay, and he went ahead and did it. I mean, those are citizens. Those are people they sent there, and to abandon them and call the police on them, they were not disturbing, except seeking help. So what the ambassador is saying, you go and sleep anywhere in the street. He doesn't care. Don't go and sleep anywhere. I don't know if his sister were among them, he would say that. And he didn't got nowhere to sleep off of the embassy. You offer a couple of rooms, girls, you're on a side, boss, you're on a side. In the morning, we ain't get shower yet, so you know. Or my advice is, let him petition the Moroccan government.
Oh, you mean the students?
Yeah, the students, let them petition like the Morocco government and ask for help. Because after this, there's no help coming from Monrovia. And this is not the first time we have you said being on radio LIB, we talk about this thing. Or we even had the former Minister of Education, George Warner, and we talk about it. And most of the time it comes down to the budget. Once the budget is not passed, the kids get stranded. I don't know if they don't put the money in the period budget to carry them through the year, but maybe that's what the case if they haven't gotten anything since April. So education ministry is waiting on the budget to be passed.
But no, this is the scholarship that the Moroccan government is paying the full tuition for these children as long as they are going to be there. What we need to give them is allowance and rent. Why would it be so difficult to pay rent in Africa that will cost you maybe maybe $50, $100 or so, because the allowance is about 350.
Yeah, but Martin, why can't the government just rent couple of houses?
That's another thing to call it. Yeah, to even call it short, because they say the girls shouldn't. Even those that are in the same city, girls and boys, they shouldn't live in one place or so. That's fair enough. But your suggestion there, that would have been another easy way to call it expensive.
Yeah, rent a place, and that way the landlord deal directly with the government. Rent a place, pay for a whole year, and the only thing you worry about is food.
Yeah.
But Liberia, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but look, let's try to, because I mean, all of them, when you ask them, so I went to school in America, I graduated, I worked in America before coming here. This man is a diplomatic, he worked in a diplomatic corps. I mean, let's bring it to where we are. You think if this, if an ambassador representing America acted like this on an American citizen overseas, you think by now he will still be in that job?
Max, it won't happen. It will not happen. America, the student go there for refuge, and then the ambassador call riot police on them to escort them out of the yard when they're not disturbing, except peacefully assemble to lay their complaint. Ambassador called riot police and put them out where he expected them to sleep. And you got girls among them. What he expected them to do. But the Liberia, what can we say? If we put in heartless people, we get heartless results. They should know how much they got in Morocco, not to calculate the entire year what we take. Even if we say, okay, we'll give you $10 a day, or $30 a month, or $3,000 a month. Do it.
Yeah.
And have they seen the ambassador for all the video? I haven't seen him come out to even talk to them.
No, they last time, because when I hosted them for the first time, I suggested to them on the show that day. I said, but then since it has come to shove, then you take your things, you go to the embassy the next day. And the next day they went there. He came outside. The other boy said that was there, that I was dealing with or talking to. I sent him credit. I said, go live so that we all can see across the world. So he went live. And this man, who needed to say, oh, we're talking to the authority back home, we will do something and whatever, we hear from there, this and that. Then the children say, but send the people kicking out of the houses. Let us be in the fence here, we'll be lying down here like the way our other friends are lying down on the floor already. It doesn't matter, we can be here 2-3 days. That's fine. I think here we are more safer than outside there. And the only thing he told them now, I said, no, we can't do that. You have to go back to your homes. So then the children said, but we don't have nowhere to go. He said, but then if you don't want to go, then we will find a solution. You will go.
And his solution was to call the police to escort them out.
Yeah, I even saw that live. I was on live and I was talking to the boy. That time I was on radio, I was on live. And then the boss said, he sent me a message, say, the police are here for us. So I said, okay, call me live. So I called him and I saw them, the police escorting them outside and walking with them in the street. He was on live. And from there, I said, where are you going? He said, well, we don't know. They carry us anywhere. They carry us. I said, but then if that is the case, you shouldn't just follow them anywhere for them to dash you anywhere. You're telling that they should take you to the police station. Because it's like, if you go out, or maybe your father or your mother threw you out of the home, in the civilized society, you don't go back to where you come from in trouble. Go to the police. The police will intervene. So then they went and the communication left. But no. Before the police could come, this guy had lured the children and brought them in the house first, and they were talking. But then he told them, say, y'all give me your mobile phones because we don't want the discussion to be recorded. So, and it took some of them their mobile phones off from them, and now those phones were in their hands also, and they couldn't come to an agreement. Then they called the police. So police came now. The riot police came, took the children out. Some of them, their phones up to now as we speak, since Wednesday, stay in their hands.
And who is the embassy and the police?
No, in the hands of the embassy. And I rang yesterday. I spoke to the boy. He said, "Oh yeah, we sent some children went there to see whether they can get their phones to call their parents. But when they got there, the embassy gave the order to the police that they shouldn't allow us inside. So the children, they came back. So right now, as we speak, some of them, their handsense are still with the authority there at our embassy, and there are some of their belongings as well."
Who is the ambassador there?
I googled the name, but it's I can't pronounce the name now. It's there. Yeah, but somebody told me after the show, so somebody called me and told me, say, oh, he have some really close tie with the president.
So that is he we are appointee or early appointee?
No, I think we are.
So because that close tie with the president, he tell some of the fellow Liberians.
That's where we are now. Mm-hmm. All right, Nook. Thank you, and thanks for your own suggestion as well.
Yeah, for him to get the constant, they can give him more blast. That would be my best bet. Because we had on radio LIB before. I think the president of the association they had there was some Ruth. We talked to her. What our fabric.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Talk to her with our voice FM.
Yeah, I think that was the first group.
Yeah. We even brought George Warner, the former education minister, to talk to her.
Yeah, that was the first group. They finished what I said. The second budget that October they went under President Weah.
Yeah, but one thing, if you want to, don't put the people children out there to be in danger.
No.
Because what happens if some little girls get caught up in that place and gotta do what you want to do to survive? And like Arab land now.
Yeah. Oh.
Well.
All right, look.
But that's not to even call it ministry. The education ministry. Don't call that.
I've tried them. I can't get through to them. But the embassy is between the government and the children. And even the rent, according to what I heard, it was arranged by them.
Yeah, the agreement was Morocco will offer the scholarship. Your government is responsible to make sure you got a place to sleep and food to eat. That's the agreement. And Liberia cannot live up to her agreement. Now, the children may not go to school, because where would they sleep?
That's it.
The lucky one, maybe they got some Arab friend, and they sleep in the Arab friend house. But how long can you sleep there?
Well, according to them, this is a country that even when you're in group, they don't even allow 3 people to be in one apartment, in one room. They say that there are law there. Anyway, look, just about to end and start an interview with Adama Dempster. So thanks so much.
All right, Max.
Okay.
We'll try to make it big on nighttime school Monday, hopefully.
Okay, good.
Don't listen to it. So.
All right, look. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
You too.
All right, this is how we're going to come. This is how we're going to end the show today, I think, because I got a very short time now that next show is supposed to come on. My guest is already standing by. In the next 15 minutes or so. So thank you so much, all of you that are being on the platform, and thanks to all of you that made your contribution as well. Showing some concern and showing love for the children, and showing that that you are also very much concerned about not only your biological child or children, but other people's children as well. So thanks so much for your contribution. Coming up next, we'll be going live in Monrovia, Liberia. Campaigner for social justice, Adama Dempster, will be here. Bye bye, thank you.